Bunjitsu Bunny vs. Bunjitsu Bunny by John Himmelman. This bunny is ready for a challenge. Isabelle is the best Bunjitsu artist in her class. She can throw farther, kick higher, and hit harder than any bunny else, but her strongest weapon is her mind. John Himmelman is at it again, following Isabelle as she makes friends, faces her fears, and fights her toughest opponent yet, herself. Don't miss this next installment in the Bunjitsu Bunny series. Simon Thorne and the Shark's Cave by Amy Carter. Simon Thorne has only recently discovered that he's an amalgam, a member of a secret race of people who can shift into animals. Now, after years of being bullied, Simon has found a home where he truly belongs, studying alongside his new friends at a secret amalgam academy hidden beneath New York City's Central Zoo. Don't miss this fun book. The Last Gargoyle by Paul Durham. What goes bump in the night? If you're lucky, I do. Penhallow is the last of his kind, the stone gargoyle. He'd prefer you call him a grotesque. Fearlessly protects his Boston building from the undead netherkin who haunt the night. But even he is outmatched when Hetty, his newest ward, nearly falls victim to the sinister, boneless king, ruler of the underworld. Make sure to check this book out at the library today. Stink Bomb and the Ketchup Face and the Quest for the Magic Porcupine by John Doherty. There is something silly going on in the great kingdom of Kerfuffle. The villainous badgers have escaped from prison, and it's up to Stink Bomb and Ketchup Face to find them and end their wicked and evil doings. Only someone who knows about stories can point them in the right direction, so they consult Miss Butterworth, the ninja librarian. We don't want you to miss this book in the Stink Bomb and Ketchup Face series. The Incredible Magic of Being by Catherine Erskine. Some might say Julian is sheltered. His sister Pookie certainly would, but he lives large and his internal optimism allows him to see infinite possibilities whenever he looks. Readers, you will be amazed at the possibilities that Julian holds out to us. Make sure to put this book on your list today. The Bells by Donna Lee Clayton. Camilla Beauregard is a belle. In the opulent world of Orleans, belles are revered, for they control beauty, and beauty is a commodity coveted by above all else. In Orleans, the people are born gray, they are born damned, and only with the help of a belle and her talents can they transform and be made beautiful. But dark secrets lurk behind everything Camilla has come to believe. With the future of Orleans and its people at stake, Camilla must make a decision that will change the ways of her world forever. Make sure to put this book on the top of your to-read list. Welcome to Melissa Albert's The Hazelwood, the fiercely stunning New York Times bestseller everyone is raving about. 17-year-old Alice and her mother have spent most of Alice's life on the road, always a step ahead of the uncanny bad luck biting at their heels. But when Alice's grandmother, the reclusive author of a cult classic book of pitch black fairy tales, dies alone on her estate, The Hazelwood, Alice learns how bad her luck can really get. Her mother is stolen away by a figure who claims to come from the hinterland, the cruel, supernatural world where her grandmother's stories are set. Alice's only lead is the message her mother left her: stay away from the Hazelwood. Check it out at the library today. Love, Life, and the List by Cassie West. 17-year-old Abby Turner Summer isn't going the way she planned. She has a not-so-secret but definitely unrequited crush on her best friend Cooper. She hasn't been able to manage her mother's growing issues with anxiety, and now she's been rejected from an art show because her work has no heart. So when she gets another opportunity to show her paintings, Abby isn't going to take any chances, which is where the list comes in. Abby gives herself 1 month to do 10 things. She knows that if she can complete the list, she'll become the kind of artist she's always dreamed of being. Don't miss this effervescent story about family, friendship, and finding yourself, perfect for fans of Sarah Dessen and Jenny Han. Zenith by Sasha Alsberg is an instant New York Times bestseller. Known across the galaxy as the Bloody Baroness, Captain Andy and her motley all-girl crew of space-bound privateers roam the galaxy on the glass starship Marauder, taking what mercenary work they can find to stay alive. When a routine job goes wrong, the Marauder's crew find themselves placed at the mercy of a dangerous bounty hunter from Andy's past. Coerced into a life-threatening mission, Andy and her crew will either restore order on the ship or start a war that will devour worlds. We promise you will love this book.
The Electric Pressure Cookbook by popular blogger Barbara Sheeving. This recipe book has lots of tips, tricks, and expert knowledge that will help you get the most from your pressure cooker. With 2 chapters on shortcut dinners, 30-minute meals, and Sunday suppers, and also 200 recipes for every taste and diet. Check out this book today for quick, delicious, and nutritious meals. What Your Clutter is Trying to Tell You by Carrie L. Richardson. Clutter, with its overwhelming physical and emotional presence, can seem like it's one of our toughest inner critics. We see it and think it is telling us that we aren't good enough or don't have enough control over our own lives. From tackling your common clutter hotspots to preventing the accumulation of unneeded belongings in the future, the readily usable tools in these pages give you an achievable plan to maximize your house, home, and heart's potential. Iron Gold by Pierce Brown. A decade ago, Darrow was the hero of the revolution. He believed he would break the chains of this society. But the Rising shattered everything. Instead of peace and freedom, it has brought endless war. Witness the beginning of a stunning new saga of tragedy and triumph from New York Times bestselling author Pierce Brown. 12 Strong by Doug Stanton. This book contains this dramatic account of a small band of Special Forces soldiers who secretly entered Afghanistan following 9/11 and rode to war on horses against the Taliban. Deeply researched and beautifully written, Stanton's account of the Americans' quest to liberate an oppressed people touches the mythic. This is a must-read for any nonfiction reader. Fall from Grace by Danielle Steele. What happens when you lose everything? A husband, safety, protection, money, and reputation gone, and faced with prison, Sydney Wells must rebuild her life from the bottom to the top again with honor, resourcefulness, and dignity. How will she accomplish this? Read this book to find out.